So good morning to all in creation. This is Aurora, Mother of New Creation, here uniting heaven and earth. And it's a wonderful morning, end of Jan 2021. And finally, the truth is out. So I was greeted in this hotel by, Jewish lady that turned Christian, and she told me about this priest who married a girl with long red hair that's pregnant now, and gave me the King James Bible, whatever. And then I spent the next 3 nights in a room next door, 1006, that had this two-queen bed and a Leo person warning me about never calling the police. And I gave him a free session, and then next thing you know, all the tarot about those, twin flames were about, divine feminine has gained divine masculine while the karmic is trying to earn him, and it's never ending. And then I proceeded to, booking last night, like yesterday, as Aurora Morningstar through a what's so-called third-party channel, meaning a Priceline app, to only discover that, Russell Pearson, who's an older man, he's like, like late 40s, same as Miguel Lamboy and same as Amy Carlson. They're all like in their older, 40 or so. And for all these people to decide to con me the way they have is really pathetic, basically, is how I feel now. I mean, for older people to come into one's life and start to block my URL at hello, and then keep manipulating me, get me kicked out of my former husband's home. That was like the first thing that happened. And then I went to the Ramada on the North End for 3 nights. I started to give yoga to pay my bills, and then went to the Metropolitan back then, where I also got conned for a month, and they did not let, I was in a double queen room. I was placed under all sorts of black magic by people in Greece to begin with, so that they make sure that, my ordeal with Steve never works. And then they didn't let Andrew come there. They had to get Andrew hooked up with Vicky and Tatiana. Like, they did everything under the sun to fail me and Mission. And Russell Pearson did it proudly. He first started by sending people from North Carolina while I was at the Days Inn years ago, 5 years ago, 2015, to tell me that he's not the real Lucifer, and that he's here to destroy Mission, which is the truth. He's not the real Lucifer, and he's destroyed Mission. He created COVID-19 by replacing me and marrying a fraud, young, murdering hooker in my name that wrote emails to my family claiming she's me, Dima Tabrawi Aurora Diamond Rainbow. And then I don't know if they added her Morning Star, or, I don't know their exact formula of terrorism. But I do know that terrorism runs very deep in terrorist brains and blood, and that's been unbelievable to have older people that I met that are absolute terrorists, that have literally, like, when I came back from my father's home, and they had been placing magic on me forever to get me to go visit my mom and not talk to my uncle so that I lose my spot and that has the future so that they can replace me with Tatiana and then Ambura and then get me, death threats and deportation threats years now and get people married as myself. And wow, what a conspiracy. It's unbelievable. And AT&T asked me like this morning how they've done, and all I can say is thanks for giving me back my 213 number, because apparently if I had stayed with the 843 number, I would have ended up on a farm in North Carolina by force living with a woman who's threatened to kill and deport me and said it's you or I. And then when they couldn't defeat me because I'm an archaea, I'm a goddess, they cannot kill me by any means. They cannot prove that I'm insane. Like the FBI tried to say, oh, good luck about my papers. I have my papers back now. They cannot defeat me no matter what they try, no matter how hard they try to at court prove that I'm insane, separate me from my mom, put all sorts of black magic on me through some Brits in the beginning of time, get me to force lose my virginity with my first, like persona non grata boyfriend. Like it's been the same scheme since forever with these hateful people that have also killed my grandmother and my grandfather, everything in their power to get me replaced by some little fraud, prostitute. She's an actual prostitute. She's a stripper with no education and nothing up in the cabeza besides she greeted me with a grin to want to kill me, faced me at a billiard table, and then did nothing in the house besides sit back, stuff her face, put black magic on me, mock me everywhere I went, start to like mock my hair color, mock how I do, mock all my work and articles, and now pretend she's me, steal my Dimata Brawi 5,000 friends Facebook, and never stop harassing me and harming me. And up until the last second, instead of showing up at my door, since he pretended he was Lucifer Morningstar, kept me like crying in bed, to then declare that he married Amber as myself, and which is actually a relief. Like for a woman, if you supposedly have a twin flame, and well, if he marries like Cindy Crawford, or I don't know, like someone hot, like a real celebrity that's actually worked and done something for themselves, started from scratch, like anyone, then you do feel like a loser, like you feel threatened and you feel really sad. But if the guy married a little prostitute, hooker, lame stripper from Louisiana, and they've been putting spells on me with strippers from Louisiana since my days in times before, and one Michael Love from North Carolina told me to stay in the room at their days in and gave me the Archangel Michael's shield because he told me that the Archangel Michael up in Nigeria, there, Colorado, fake person, you know, was stealing my energy for years. Obviously, Leah Gum, the other, stripper, prostitute, escort from Louisiana, gets me out of the days in that same day, has me pay all my money to end up with none at G's house up in Bluffton. And they tricked me then and there, which is the Leawood crew, which is also tricksters. They put a device and a program on my phone. They're all tricksters, these people. And I am so grateful for Jesus Christ of Nazareth to have gotten me out of them all. And I will never stop until I recover my full Archaea identity. Russell Pearson, you're the most pathetic 47-year-old ever. So are you, Amy Carlson and Miguel Lamboy. Using Amber Dawn Galardia, a little stripper from nowhere, with hate in their hearts to like put magic on me for years. You ruined Mission and the whole terror world. You used my name for terrorist purposes. You rendered little girls like Tatiana greedy and insane. You had Cristal Cordoba threaten to kill and deport me because you had her cheat on Stephen Thompson, whom I actually really liked. After you almost tried to kill me in Tennessee with Jonah Terry, the super terrorist, and you know Andrew Ryan Perfacci cheating on me with all these hookers every day at the Marriott Woodspring Suites there. Used my power for fake presidents and ruined America and the world. And it is really sad. And honestly, I surrender all to Jesus Christ of Nazareth, my actual first form, whom the Decepticon, fraud, master magician, terrorist, hooker, Amy Carlson pretended she was, which you're not. You closed my website because you're jealous, and I legit and literally cut cords with all you mongoloids eternally and beyond. And anyone who's been trying to help me out of that, I'm grateful. And to the Hilton Head crew, I mean, sorry, not sorry, but really, you know, I mean, it is what it is, in terms of compatibility and attraction. I had blocked all of you when I met Stephen Thompson because I actually really dig the guy. And I already told, Lawrence Frieda that I wasn't interested in him while I was with Stephen Thompson, and then I threw wine at him and threw up all over Arthur Miller's house. That doesn't mean that it is what it's not. It means that I am not attracted. I don't want any of you. Every time you all put me in Wexford, I run away from the guy because he's a trickster, fraud, and he's completely sworn to West Virginia terrorism with Iran and Russia. And you guys will fail because, as I say, one day one cop will tell me, yes, ma'am, I am in service to you, Aurora, Mother of New Creation, and I will do anything to cancel COVID, and I will arrest all these morons, and this day will come.